Happy Capricorn full moon, super moon, I hear. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Love the Shit Out of Yourself channel. I am Kat Harmon, and I'm going to be guiding you through a full moon yoga flow. And for this month, it is the Capricorn full moon. So I'll tell you about the stones that I have out here, and these are just intuitively drawn for how I'm feeling the energy and how I'm noticing the energy collectively. So I have magicite down here at the root. This is like inner child, like super powerful for inner child healing. And I feel like that's where we're at right now. There's stuff like kind of coming up in this Cancer season that we're either going to take the opportunity to look at, or we're gonna blame outside of ourselves that this is why we feel this way. So this magicite and this energy of this full moon is asking us to look inward and see the ways that we can take control back of our life, our emotions, and our spirit. And then I have tiger's eye here for some protection as we go through these heightened energies, right? But it's also for the sacral chakra to invoke some creativity in finding new ways to navigate life, or creativity in new ways to have fun and to connect back to your joy. Over here I have a beautiful ammonite piece that came off of a necklace that one of my friends made for me. I'm very hard on these Cynthia Kateria collection necklaces, and I've never broken one until this guy. So, but it's a beautiful piece. This ammonite here is for, it's a filter. So it's going to take all of these things that are kind of heavy or funky and filter them back into unconditional love. So it's a transmuter of sorts, which is why I have it up here close to the heart chakra. And then up at the very top for the third eye crown energy, I have eulocyte. So it's a salt base, so it kind of looks like selenite, but it's extremely powerful for connecting with your intuition and those types of magical things, right? Maybe even psychic and just clairvoyant type connections. So eulocyte is super fun stone. All right, I actually brought some cards out today. This is a crystal deck, and I wanted to draw a card and see just collectively the energy of everybody that will eventually watch this video, and how we can kind of tap into the full moon a little bit more. This book is by Maya Toll and illustrated by Kate O'Hara, and the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna pull it up, and there's a ton of different ones. Like, check these out, guys. It's beautiful artwork. So that being said, let's check our card, our energy for the month, and see what's showing up. Oh, precocious opal. Let's see what that card's got to say for us. It's like iridescent and rainbow looking. I've never even heard. I mean, opal is beautiful, but this one looks awesome. Y'all know I like color. I'm gonna check it out. Okay. Envision the future. Yeah, that's where we're at right now, guys. Were the ancient oracles always accurate? Nope. Time is fluid. Opal knows, making the prophecy business rather risky. But when the priestess, let's move into things that have to do with what we're actually going through. Most opals are not actually crystals. Crystals have a regular arrangement of atoms, whereas the majority of opals are amorphous, having no regular internal system. Oh my God, y'all, I'm reading. What did I say? Precocious? This is precious opal. P.S. The full moon energy is definitely affecting your host today. Thank you so much for being here. Here's the message of the day. Do you let yourself break out of daily patterns, and how does it feel when you do? So what I did today is I broke out of the pattern of never ever reading on camera, and I got to see myself a little clearer here in how I judge that part of myself. So I hope that you guys throughout the practice today notice what it feels like when you break out of a comfort zone and tap into what's your autopilot response. So that's what's showing up. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Let's do it. Start in an easy seated position wherever you're at. So if you don't like sitting crisscross applesauce, find a bolster, sit in a chair, make this your practice. It is your body, okay? There's not a wrong way to be in it. Drop the shoulders down nice and heavy. Maybe the eyes begin to close. Palms down to ground this energy in, this silliness that just happened. And start to breathe deeply into the belly. Allow that breath to creep up into the chest, expand the belly, the chest. Let that breath begin to creep up into the collarbones, belly, chest, collarbones, and empty it out. This time we're going to inhale fully all the way up to the top. Hold the breath for 2 seconds. Sip in another breath. Let it go. Let's do it again. Inhale. Hold. Sip. Exhale. One more. Hold. Sip. Exhale. Scanning the body, how do I physically feel in this moment? Notice the places of tension, resistance, and allow yourself to soften where you can. Let go of any judgment for where you cannot. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Soften where you can. Chin to chest. Over to the left. Back up to center. Drop into your body. Notice how you feel. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Back up to center. Check in. How do I physically feel? Relax where you can. Begin to check in mentally and emotionally with your energy in this moment without, again, attaching any judgment or any shoulds or shame. Just getting clear with your mind and your energy. Cleansing breath in. Let it go. Starting to find some small circles one direction through the pelvis. Connecting with the root here and beginning to bring the energy all the way up to the top of the head. Swirling this energy that's inside of you. Noticing, again, what physical sensations, what thoughts, and what emotions start to arise. And again, the eyes can be closed as well still. back to a still space. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. How do I feel? Where do I feel? No attachment, no judgment. Hands back to the knees, other direction. Stirring this energy up so that we can begin to see clearer throughout this practice the things that this full moon is wanting us to see. Coming back to a neutral place. See the energy, feel the energy, allow it to move as you soften. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Setting an intention for this practice today, or just allowing yourself to get clear with what is wanting to be seen. As we move throughout this practice today, we are going to get outside of our comfort zone and notice the autopilot responses. Don't judge them, don't shame them. Become aware of them so that you can begin to navigate your life with clarity. As you're ready, let's begin to find our way into a neutral tabletop. Eyes can open if you like, but again, stay inside if you need it. Let's take some cats and cows. Inhale, heart and eyes forward. Exhale, curl up and in, chin to chest. 2 more. Last one. As you're ready, begin to tuck your toes. Find your way to a downward facing dog. Drop the head heavy. Inhale high up on the tippy toes. Look between your hands. Slowly walk up to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up tall, mountain. Reach the hands to the sky. Open the heart. Exhale, hands by the side. Start to separate the feet. Hips distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. We're going to begin to move some more of that energy up through the shoulders. Give them a little slap. Let the head go. Releasing any trapped or stagnant, stuck energy. Notice the breath. Relax where you can. Down to the hips. Coming back to center. Inhale, sweeps the hands high. Slowly start to tip over to the right side of you like a crescent moon. Reaching those fingertips. I like to hook my thumbs. Reaching those fingertips. Left one reaches a little longer. Top of the head reaches a little longer. Press to the outer blade of that left foot. Engage up through the belly and come back through center. Up. Over to the other side. Press down to the outer blade. Reach out through the head, the hands. A little bit more with that right finger tips. And back up to center. Release that hold. Bring the hands down by the side. How do I feel? Check the tension and the resistance where the body is wanting to guard itself, and remind it in this moment that you are safe in your body. Remind your body that you are safe so that the trapped and stuck energy knows that it is safe to move. Okay? One more breath. Relax. Bringing the feet a little bit more underneath us if they were quite wide. We're gonna find a stork, hands to your hips, right foot in front of you, right foot to a block, or right foot lifted. Circle that ankle around. How do I feel in this balancing place? Do I feel solid? Do I feel wobbly? And there's no wrong answer. Now, if we're feeling super wobbly, maybe we are out of balance, right? Tap in, there's no judgment. This is all a tool to see yourself clear. Start to extend that right foot in front of you. Bring it down, slow, 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 land. Feet hips distance apart a little bit wider. Start to take the hips side to side. So you're like a, you know what it is. With the, I don't know, a pendulum, there we go. And you're just gonna like let it kind of be awkward, not painful, but you're gonna really feel like you're unstucking energy. So as I'm rocking my hips side to side, I'm thinking up, not down into them. So I'm not like sinking into the joint, but I'm lifting up out of my pelvis in a energetic way, right? And I can see myself on the video, so just give yourself a giggle. If that's the energy that wants to come up, if it's frustration, let it come up, but don't attach to it because it's not you. It's just energy that wants to move, okay? Right on. Feel the sun is coming up over the house right now on this beautiful place that I'm house sitting. I love these friends. They're so amazing. 5, 4, feel it. It's bubbling. 3, 2, 1, come back to a neutral place. Soften your knees, bring the feet back right underneath your hip points. Start to circle, right? We wanted to see what would happen when we got outside of our comfort zone. So if you've been practicing these full moon flows with me, this is nothing like anything we have done before, right? So be kind to what's showing up for you, but also be clear, right? Don't attach to the storyline of whatever it is, okay? Because it isn't you. It is trapped, stagnant energy that is like, oh, hey, it's time to heal. Okay, come back to the other side. Soften what you can, where you can. Okay, let's come back to a neutral place. Our feet are right underneath our hips. We're gonna move into that left stork. So left foot can be here, and we can do everything super low. It can be on a block or all the way up. There's not the best variation. It's whatever is right for you in this moment. Find movement in that ankle and notice all those little stabilizer muscles working on that right leg that are trying to support you here, and be their #1 fan, right? Don't judge them for being wobbly or weak, right? They are working super hard, so support them with love and compassion, not judgment or shame. Woo! All right. Start to extend that foot out in front of you and bring it on down. We're gonna take an inhale, sweep the hands high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Bend the knees slightly, drop the head heavy. Toes squat. So, whoops, I lost my balance. Come high onto the balls of the feet, pull up through the belly, and notice if this is enough for today, like you're already feeling this is a wonderful sensation, or begin to come up and find some balance here. Squeezing in through the inner thighs, dropping down, pulling in through the ribs. We'll find this super strong support system for you here. How do I feel when I don't have control, right? If we're having these super wobbly moments, we're outside of our comfort zone, we're getting pushed, how do I feel? What is the autopilot response? Is it frustration? Is it anger? Is it silliness? And there isn't a wrong way to respond, just so you know. Come on down to your bum. Extend those legs out in front of you, give them a little wiggle, a little wobble. Okay, inhale sweeps our hands up. Exhale, we're gonna go into a yin style stretch. So just let the legs fall heavy how they fall. Let the arms reach to where you feel that first sign of resistance, and then just gently start to melt down. Right? More of a colder stretch right now, so no forcing. It's really about exploring the sensations and knowing when to stop. Yeah? When to pause. How about that? Pause. You don't have to, wherever you stop doesn't have to be it, but pause and let your body speak to you. So, you're feeling that resistance, that tension, your mind fires off a story. Pull it back to just the sensation. Okay, where is this landing? Okay. Okay. What can I soften? I can probably soften my head. Ooh, that makes it more fun. I can soften my shoulders. I can soften my breath. I can soften my thoughts. Noticing where the mind is. Without judgment or shame, just deciding if those thoughts are in alignment with the intention that you set for today. Is this something that's ready to be healed or shifted, or perspective shifted? Let's pull in through the belly. Start to roll your way back up. Last little bit here, we're going to tap into our solar plexus so that we can feel empowered as we move through these unsteady places. So anywhere that we're through this full moon that we feel out of balance, right, out of our comfort zone, we want to be able to tap into that central power system of our solar plexus. So leaning back, hands are behind you, and I'm kind of like down a hill, so I'm going to see if this is going to go smoothly, but I'm being called to do it. So hands are by the bum. If you need them to be out to the side, just check in with that hand placement. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. Begin to lift that right leg and lower. Now, it may not have even left the ground. That's okay. We're pulling in through here. The energy is to tap into the belly, not to... Whoopsies, low battery. The thing is to tap into the belly, not into the quad, okay? So pull up, lift that right leg and lower. Keep the spine neutral, left leg and lower. And just take a few rounds here. How can I pull into my center? Right? And again, if this is super challenging, don't get in your head about it. See that is where your mind goes, and then just recalibrate. Like, okay, this is where my body is right now, and I'm going to like support it in this moment because it can hear me, right? I tell a lot of my like one-on-one clients that our body is always listening. So how would you speak to a little kid that was learning something for the first time, or a young, a little version of you? Would you like shove it and be like, I can't believe you're so stupid, like you can't do this? Maybe you would. I definitely would not, right? I would be like, you're doing great. You got your head above your ass, as my friend Bodie says. You got up, and then you fall down, right? So when you're starting to judge this physical body, remember that it hears you, and maybe you're ready to change that dialogue, right? And begin to actually like love the shit out of yourself. Okay, let's do one more round. Whoo-wee. Beautiful. Okay, take a second. Release anything in the legs. I like to give them a good pat down here, especially after that. Okay, starting to come onto our backs. We're going to set up for bridge pose posture. Feet are hips distance apart, fingertips down towards the heels. Press into the feet, lift those hips to the sky. Maybe even walk the shoulder blades together behind the back, and then slightly tilt the chin towards the chest. There's an inner rotation of the thighs here. We're lengthening out all of that work that we just did. So it's not forceful, but you're definitely wanting to expand and extend here. Belly button to the spine. Let's slowly start to lower down. Take a moment, let the whole body settle, every muscle. Now, either feet together, knees apart, knees to touch. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. How do I feel? No judgment. Where do I feel? How can I relax? Finding your way to an inversion, happy baby, hip stand, shoulder stand. Get those feet above your heart. You can take legs up the wall. If you're going legs up the wall, you can finish that practice here. There's an ease that is coming over the practice. Allow it to come over the physical body, the thoughts, the energy. Knees slowly start to come into the chest. Finding your way to the final spinal twist here. Knees fall to the left side of you. Arms open out wide. How can I relax in this space, even if there's like tons of resistance? Do I need a pillow, a bolster? Do I need to adjust my legs? Find that space where you can surrender. Knees start to come back through centered, making any adjustments necessary. Head over to the other side. Knees come back to center, taking any final movement you need to take for this practice today. And as you are ready, releasing out into your version of Savasana. Find a heavy body. Just take the moments to allow the nervous system to reset, the body and the mind to rest and heal, and the work that you just did to begin to integrate. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. No rush to move anything, just a deeper inhale, a longer exhale. Noticing sensations in the body. Again, relaxing where you can. Final check-in of this practice. How do I feel physically in this moment? How do I feel mentally? No judgment. Soften the body. How do I feel emotionally? And allow all of the emotions to show up. It doesn't have to just be one, and there is not one that is better than the other. As you're ready, beginning to make your way up into an easy seated position, maybe bringing the hands to the heart space. Closing out this practice is always in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for this physical body that takes care of me every moment of every day. Creating a new relationship with this body that begins with gratitude. Gratitude for the choice and the ability to move and breathe in this moment, to connect with your body, your mind, your heart. We'll slide the hands up to the forehead, finding gratitude for one another and the energy that we just shared. I'm so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. Namaste, friends. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you navigate this full moon energy. Oh, sorry, not navigate it, because you're going to navigate it. I hope that you harness this full moon energy to get to know yourself a little clearer, so that you can move through life easier. So as we kind of noticed in the beginning, right, I tried something new because I was called to, and I was like, that's odd. And then I got nervous because I haven't ever really read in front of you guys before in this capacity. And so it showed me that I was out of balance. So what I did was I saw that as an observer, and I began to correct it with compassion for the version of me that wanted to share, got excited and wanted to share with you, instead of shaming myself for fucking up, right? So it was this nice redirect, and then it allowed me to give you the practice that you needed, or not, it allowed me to give myself the practice that I needed to receive today, and hopefully resonated with you. So that being said, if you have any questions, please don't ever hesitate to comment below. You can always reach me at lovetheshitoutofyourself.com. Things that are coming up in the future. If you are local, we are doing a partner workshop on July 17th, my husband and I, that just gets you to connect and trust another human. It's not circus stuff, but there is some fun things that we do. And in the fall, September 22nd through the 25th for the fall equinox, is when we host our second annual Soul Harmony Fest. So if you're anywhere, if you're anywhere near us in North Carolina, check out the website. That's soulharmonyfest.com, SOL harmonyfest.com. It's 4 days this year. It's amazing. You can camp with us. There's tons of things you'll find on the website. Guys, thank you so much. Happy super full moon. Don't forget to love the shit out of yourself today and always. And hydrate. Bye, guys.